What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916, and you're tuned in to another edition of my vlog. I just want to say thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for all the support. You know I'm all about that positivity and that motivation. And what I want to talk to you about, man, is you can't buy game. See, you got a lot of people that go and take a course, get certified, and say, hey man, I'm a life coach. Doesn't work like that. See, you can buy a course that teaches you how to maybe eat well, train, teach other people how to do the same, eat well and be positive. But until you live that life, until you've actually done it for yourself, then you ain't somebody who can actually tell the next person how to get their shit together. You have to be living proof. You know, I see a lot of people pretending to be these certain things and charging crazy amounts of money to try to get people to give them something. And they live in a studio apartment. They drive a leased Mercedes or, BMW or even a Lambo. They pay people to come on their channels and talk as though they got all this game. I'll tell you right now, man, all that bullshit, half these people, man, you drop them in the middle of a city, they wouldn't be able to get past the damn free food counter because they ain't got no damn game. They couldn't make anything happen. They're making it happen because you're paying them, and that's what they're living off of. But in all actuality, whatever they got, unless their parents gave it to them, they ain't made shit happen, man. A lot of these people are full of shit, and they take a course, you put a certificate on the wall. What does that mean? You know, the best game I've gotten is from people who have lived it. It's just like somebody trying to tell me about the hustle game, about going to jail, how to survive, about dealing with gangs, about dealing with diversification. Man, you grew up in suburbia with a silver spoon in your mouth. You've never even had to work. How you gonna tell me about survival? You can't tell me shit. You ain't lived it. So when you start talking about people giving advice, make sure you do your research on who it is you're taking advice from. Images are a mug, and I know everybody wants to be able to relate to somebody who looks like they're successful, somebody who has a nice car, they look like they walk around a nice house, they've acquired a bunch of real estate property, they're big balling, they're doing all this stuff, private jets. Man, do your homework, man, to find out if this person's really who they say they are or if they're a damn farce. If they've been given all this stuff or if they actually went out there and got it themselves. Because don't get took, man. A real talk is from a real G, and like I said, I've lived it. I've been around some real ones, and I've seen guys who are really about that self-made life, who have came up from nothing, who had no parents, who came from a single-family household, or who had to actually pick themselves up and think outside the box in order to survive. And a lot of these people who you see on social media, they faked it till they made it. They paid people to come on their shows. They propped up all this stuff like Hollywood. You ever been to Universal Studios? You ever been to a real Hollywood set and you'll see what looks to be like a building, and you walk in and it's got furniture and different things in there, but you walk around the backside, about the backside of it, it's a sound stage. There's lights, there's pieces of wood holding the background up. It's all fake, man. And that's what you get from a lot of these people who pretend to be life coaches, who pretend to give you advice and talk about how great their life is. They full of shit. They can't maintain a relationship. They don't have any real friends. Everything's superficial. Anything they have, they bought to try to make it seem substantiated, but they ain't went out there and got it for themselves, man. And I don't take anything away from somebody who did have the blessings of somebody handing them something. But keep it real, man. It's not as easy as it appears to be. And to try to say that you can sell somebody something is a crock of shit, because unless you went out here and lived it, it's just like having a degree. Until you put yourself in the workplace, you pick up that phone, you cold call, you try to sell whatever that tech business is, or the whatever that investment option is, or whatever the parcel of property. Until you get out there and you actually done it, sold that car, sold that house, sold your construction business, marketed your whatever it is you're doing, you cannot speak on something you haven't done. you're just talking in the wind, because in all actuality, life is different than what appears to be on paper. A book is not life, it's actual experiences. So use those experiences that you have to share and bring forth the truth and keep it real, but be careful. And when you start asking questions, ask the right questions. When you start talking to these people about life coaching and certifications and these courses and all this, man, I'm telling you, I've seen a lot of people, man, and whatever they selling in life, I ain't trying to buy. I got my game from the real. I keep it real. I reflect, do meditation. I've done mental exercises. This is stuff nobody taught me. Only I could have found it within myself through having done some soul searching, which a lot of people out here have never done no soul searching because they had no need to. They always had some applesauce in their mouth, keeping it sweet, licking their lips. So until you've been able to get away from all that and have to dig deep to find out who you really are, and not had anybody who gave a damn about you, and you contemplate your existence, you can't really give no advice that's gonna pick somebody up from the dirt. You might be able to give some surface level stuff to some of these people who already got it, and maybe take them, a step or two, but you ain't gonna be able to pick the real ones up. And for real, you're just selling the illusion. The real game is out there, and there's people who got it. I've seen some guys out there who are really about what they say they are. And like I said, if you are getting it, hey man, you're a hustler, go ahead and get it. Because I know like all that stuff you're showing, most of it's props. But in the meantime, hey man, BigHerc916.com. Holler at me for some real life coaching, some real life lessons. And I'm not gonna feed you no bullshit and talk about, I got this $1 billion house, I've run around these jets. No, I'm not gonna talk about that. But I'm gonna talk about really how I survived, how I was able to find meaning in my life, how I was able to pick myself up, how I was able to make something out of myself after having gone through a lot of adversity and not feeling sorry for myself and being a victim. And I'm not going to sit here and be crying to you, and I'm going to teach you not to cry and feel sorry for yourself so that you can get past the victim level. That's what I'm going to tell you, and I'm still finding my way, which nobody's found the perfect path, because life is a journey. So that's what I spit, and that's what I share. So holler at me, and hey man, take this video, share it, man. Let's make this thing go viral, because there's a lot of guys out there selling you guys straight bullshit, and they clocking a lot of cheese off of they false game, man. Big Herc 916.